The problem is, in y'all time on radio, you're forgettable. I remember one time y'all tried to describe me as like I was a hack or something. Y'all are the hacks. You know why? I seen even like 2 days ago, because yes, I gotta keep my eyes on y'all bum ass. Because, you know, the fall from grace sometimes happens too fast. So I'm trying to slow it down and make sure I enjoy it and savor the moment for y'all. This nigga still talking about a 15 years old topic. Nicki Minaj is grifting. Can we talk about how her verse on Monster was overrated? I'm like, you're trying to bring up in 2025 her verse on Monster? She did that in 2010.
You are the one.
Let me see if I can hit this other topic real quick. What is it? Oh, did y'all see Ebro hating on Charlamagne? This hating, bro. Yo, Ebro is still a hater. Still a hater, man. Still a hater. Y'all want to see this type of hate? This is why this nigga got fired. Check this out.
Great timing for us.
No, it is. The whole thing is good timing for us.
Listen, there were things.
Yo, they're so coping that them getting fired is a good thing. It's like, nah. Actually, that's good. No. We got let go at the right time. No, dummy. You'd have left. Y'all got let go unceremoniously. They say, I don't show up tomorrow. Y'all fired on the day off. Don't try to spin it into, it was the perfect time. Out of here.
Things that Charlamagne was willing to do that I would have never done. Never. And that's how you get to those big bags.
Because I don't to have the people like the iHearts of the world want to hand you this much money.
You see, y'all two losers, and Charlamagne should not respond to y'all. So I'm going to give y'all the smoke for him. Because this is what y'all did all y'all career, man. Sit back and hate on other niggas that's doing the work. Y'all lazy still haven't made it to a studio yet. It ain't COVID. Y'all still in 2 different houses or 2 different cellars doing a show when y'all trying to rebrand the shit. Get up off your lazy fucking ass, go rent a studio, and go in the same room and actually look at each other face to face rather than through a fucking screen once and for all. That's the fucking problem with these bum ass niggas. They're so lazy, yet they talk about the niggas working. Charlamagne is the hardest working man in the game. Nigga got 5 jobs working all over the place, selling books. He's doing all type of shit. Go rent a studio and go in the same room and actually look at each other face to face rather than through a fucking screen once and for all. That's the fucking problem with these bum ass niggas. They're so lazy, yet they talk about the niggas working. Charlamagne is the hardest working man in the game. Nigga got 5 jobs working all over the place, selling books. He's doing all type of shit. When he's doing that, and then you hear him getting $200 million. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't do the shit. No, don't put it in the air like he's getting fucked in the ass or he's doing weird shit for money. No, he works harder than you. And second of all, this is the thing I always hated about these niggas. They don't give nobody props. Charlamagne on his worst day is 15,000 times more entertaining and talented than you two combined. That's why he's getting paid. Why can't y'all give a nigga his props? Why can't y'all do that? Yo, homie's talented. He's a once-in-a-generational talent when it comes to being on this microphone entertaining. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. He's a Steph Curry. It is what it is. There's only one of them. It is what it is. Why can't y'all say that? The hate just, it just like, it makes y'all feel insecure. And I've been watching to see who was going to feel insecure about this shit, because ain't nobody, listen, Charlamagne just hit that plateau. Nobody getting no motherfucking $200 million. So everybody has to either applaud it or hate on it. You know me, I'm going to applaud it. Because when my 200 come, y'all going to sit here and be like, yo, at work for that shit. Cool. You got to watch the niggas who are hated on it. Why? Bro, just wait your turn. You going to get there? Charlamagne was the first to market with a lot of shit. Let the nigga rock. Let him get his 200. You feel what I'm saying? These guys stuck in a perpetual Zoom meeting because they're still trying to do the broadcast game, and I don't even know if they're trying to compete with YouTubers or whatever, but just look at them. Just like, they even look like they're out of touch. Bruv, even the other people who kind of try to do what you're doing, they would put an earpiece in. Y'all have these big ass headphones on, like, this is how y'all look. Yeah, I got him here too, but I got him here for recording because I do stream in a recording studio. Hi guys, I'm It's Ebum Rosendweeb in the morning. We got fired from the show. Hey, wait, hold on. Am I right? No more engineers. Come on, man. Like, y'all niggas gotta cut it out. Cut it out, man. Yo, we all taking a lesson right now. The cream gonna rise to the top. You niggas are the laziest niggas in the game. You're lazy. You're lazy. And the reason why the entire game shitting on y'all is because y'all lazy. We gonna have y'all take some accountability. Why y'all not working hard enough? Listen, y'all not talented as Charlamagne. Like, he's a better talker. He's funnier. He's everything more than y'all, right? For what he has naturally in talent, y'all should make up for it and work. I've always took that approach to everything. When I came in the game, I said I might not be this, but I'm gonna work 10 times harder than the nigga that does have that. You know what these bums do? And by the way, here's the thing too about this fucking hate. Y'all two gotta stop the hate. I'm y'all doctor today. Stop this hate. This hate is bad for y'all. Stop it. You see, we in this new media space, we don't come with a bunch of hate towards each other. When I heard that Adam was making $1 million a month, good for him. Shit, it's time to reassess. Is everybody on the same par if you're kind of being compared? Me and Vlad get on the phone, me and Adam, we kind of share information because when one does good, the other does good. We're leaders in the market. We don't hate. You see, y'all come from this Hot 97 Power 105 bullshit where all y'all don't even know how to build brands yourself. All you know how to do is hate on another man. It's not good. Then, this idea that y'all are even playing with this thing, because I hate when they try to do it with me too. Oh, I'm only popping because of the war in Chirac. So y'all ain't see me do 7 videos a day for 10 years? Y'all ain't see that? Oh, you ain't see that, right? Y'all ain't see that, did you? Y'all ain't see all the work I put in, right? Because it don't make sense for y'all. It's easier to confuse the blind masses with, nah, he's only there because of this. Rather than just saying, man, I might not like what this nigga said. I might not even watch him. But damn, that boy, he be on his shit. That boy on his shit, man. They don't like giving it up. They make up every different. Yo, when I start putting my foot on niggas' necks, yo, he only here because of Trump. What the fuck? Trump? Huh? Yeah, it's because he fuck with Trump now. Like, huh? They don't want to give you the credit. I hate niggas like this. From the bottom of my heart, I hate niggas like this. Because they try to belittle what you got going on. It's not like you even asking them for praise. They could just mind their business. Y'all are fired at home. Your wife back to making oodles and noodles. Let's go. It's cool. Y'all down on a budget. It's fine. Let's get it rocking, put the work in, get back up, and maybe a radio station picks you up. But y'all there hate. Yo, it's like when Drake said bench players talking like starters. I hate it. These niggas not even on the bench right now. These niggas is in the bleachers. Yo, it's like the niggas who used to ball with LeBron 10 years ago. He had the corner store now. They be like, man, LeBron's still nice as fuck out here. Like, man, that nigga LeBron, man, that nigga only still doing his thing because he was just willing to do some shit that I wasn't willing to do. I was real. LeBron was willing to do some shit I wouldn't do. I got my integrity. Get out of here, nigga. Not even in the league no more. And then, you know what? You know another thing I don't like about these bozo niggas kind of fucking hating? Y'all have the audacity. Y'all got the audacity to be hating on Charlamagne, say he willing to do shit that y'all not willing to do. Well, let me tell y'all what y'all are willing to do. Yo, Ebro, don't you work at Apple? Ain't that the biggest and most expensive company in the entire fucking world? You're saying it like y'all didn't have the resources or there's things that kept y'all back. Nigga, y'all got more advantages. Nigga, you work at Apple. You're the global head of hip hop. What more you need, nigga? Oh, nah, you know the reason I ain't get my 200. I ain't get it. The reason is you're untalented. You're not that smart. You're fucking lazy. And you never did anything that somebody who was either younger or could say, I want to be like him. That's why. from the tree of Charlamagne is a bunch of creators who are edgy, who are this, and even whether they admit it or not, shit, I'll say I'm from it. Just like I say he from the tree of Wendy. That's why I say Wendy's like the godmother. Nobody says, I want to be Rosendweeb. Nobody. Who says that? Yo, I'm starting a YouTube channel, man. I can't wait till I'm going to give it up like Rosendweeb. Yep, put it there, yup. I want to be like, no. The problem is, in y'all time on radio, you're forgettable. I remember one time y'all tried to describe me as like I was a hack or something. Y'all are the hacks. You know why? I seen even like 2 days ago, because yes, I gotta keep my eyes on y'all bum ass niggas. Cause, you know, the fall from grace sometimes happens too fast. So I'm trying to slow it down and make sure I enjoy it and savor the moment for y'all. This nigga's still talking about a 15 years old topic. Yo, Nicki Minaj is grifting. Can we talk about how her verse on Monster was overrated? I'm like, you're trying to bring up in 2025 her verse on Monster? She did that in 2010. You see why nobody wants to listen to y'all? Y'all got nothing current. Y'all got nothing interesting, not funny, lazy as fuck, and the only thing you could do to try to get some eyes and ears on whatever the fuck you got going on, if it's not hate, is to say some rage baiting shit. Could we talk about how Nicki Minaj Monster verse was the most overrated thing in hip-hop history? Look at this, chat. Look, it's like they're trying to drum up the timeline. They're like, someone just introduced them to what rage baiting is. Look. Here we go. Look, is today the day we admit the Monster verse is the most overrated verse in hip-hop history? Come on. That's hacky. That's boring. You're trying to talk about a verse 15 years ago to try to rage bait the Barbs to give y'all some viewership. And Barbs, listen, I don't fuck with y'all. Y'all don't fuck with me. We coexist some way, somehow. Don't y'all be dumb to go get these motherfuckers some views. They're rage baiting for views. They're floundering. They're rage baiting for views. Now, let me get back to these dweeps. So you have Ebro, who is acting like Charlamagne had some advantage over him that he didn't have, yet he works for the most powerful radio station, well, the most powerful company in the world, Apple, with the most market cap. Oh, so you're like the little man compared to iHeart. iHeart's this compared to Apple. Then you have this dweeb over here. Hey, I wasn't willing to do certain things that Charlamagne was willing to do. Brother, you work with WWE. That's owned by the Saudis at this point. All them Saudi Arabia niggas, they own this shit. And that's completely in bed with most initiatives that also fuck with Trump. Because all the fighting leagues have some type of associate to some right-wing shit. But nobody gives you the excuse. Stop hating. Charlamagne got the money he got because he works harder and he's more talented. That's it. That's it. Sometimes you got to learn to say, all right, man, do your thing. And by the way, I'm not saying if people were like saying, I would like to see what the details of the deal is, whatever, because we're all inquiring minds, whatever. But like trying to frame it for cope for your dwindling audience at this point, the 15 people that still like, want to watch y'all. Hi, guys. Welcome to Hot 90s. Sure. For those people, maybe you need to give them a coping pill. Hey, we would have got that money, right? Maybe not the 200, but was that 40 a year? We would have got the 40 a year, but we could have got 20 a year. We could have got 20 a year. Of course, we could have got 20 a year. Shut up.
But it's the same with Stephen A. Smith, though. When Disney wants to give you money like that, you got to do a dance I ain't willing to do.
You could have. I think you could have done it. I don't know if you would have gotten the Stephen A. 30 a year is a big one.
Who?
You.
No.
No, but I think you would if you had flipped it on and done the dance right. You could have got yourself a nice 10, 15.
These are the two losers who hang out at the park when they're 35, still trying to play basketball versus high schoolers and talk to the chicks that just graduated high school. And they tell stories about, oh, yo, you see that guy in the real NBA? I used to go to high school with him. I used to cross him up. I dunked on him one time. I was better than him in high school. And the whole time, the kids are looking at this older nigga and saying, yeah, but this nigga's in the league and he's making like $40 million a year. Yo, I was better than him in high school. Like, I could have got that, but like, this happened. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Nobody want to hear that shit.
Oh,
I think that's.
Oh yeah.
But
I can't do it.
Yo, Ebro, you should have been at Turning Point USA this weekend. This could have been you.
Nah, son, it crossed my mind.
You could have been lit.
Because imagine, if I start sitting down with the, give me a name.
Candace.
Oh,
Ben Shapiro.
hey, come on.
Tucker Carlson.
Oh, come on.
I mean, you really go all the way to Nick Fuentes.
I mean, me and Nick would get it popping.
I mean, well, you guys could find some common ground. It's all about finding common ground.
Common ground will we find?
Listen, I'm sure you guys could find the same person you don't like here or there. Have yourself a little chit chat.
Well, apparently, me and Nick agree on Israel.
Oh, man, chat. Oh, man. I tell you. Give me 1 second. Wait. Give me 1 second. All right, anyway. Okay. Now he's kind of walking down the hate. He's walking it back.
God has paved the way.
Oh,
That's right. He has paved the way. I saw some clips of us talking about Charlamagne.
Shut up, hater. We don't want to hear it no more, man. We just don't want to hear it, man. Fucking hate it, man. All right. What else is going on? I think we tired of talking about the streets, right? Van Lathan's co-host, Rachel Lindsay, goes off on Nicki Minaj. Let's hear this.
Just like, it's Nicki Minaj. It's like, this is the least, I was not shocked to see her walking out hand in hand with Erica Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if Nicki Minaj was aware of where she was.
What?
Did you watch it?
I did. Wait, why would she say Nicki's not aware of where she is? Like Nicki's stupid.
It was one of the most awkward things. Nicki Minaj is not well. And neither is this whole movement. This TPUSA, this AmpFest, whatever you want to call it. It was a joke. Nicki Minaj goes on rants attacking Black children, but then wants to sit on that stage and preach for us, Black women, allegedly, to not attack white children. But she attacks Black children. Let's not forget her unhinged tweets towards Cardi B's children. She does that. But then she's accusing us of doing that. Nobody's doing that. Your husband and brother are pedophiles.
Oh, shit.
And they have been convicted. Yeah. And you constantly defend them. But you're sitting on stage with people who are supposed to be the party that's about protecting children. Nicki Minaj, she's full of contradictions. She's aligned herself with the correct party because that's a party.
Wait, let me ask a question. and I actually do hate this about people in, this country. And I'm saying this, I'm from this country, clearly. If this speech right here, which is kind of throwing a lot at Nicki, If it was in reference to her comments about Cardi B's kid, spot on, because Nicki was wilding. But I hate that people, you know what most people draw the line? It's not when she said something about Cardi's kid, and that actually, to me, one of the most disgusting things. They draw the line that Nicki just kind of presenting that she might have a political affiliation. Like, who the fuck cares? Like, who cares? Like, I get it, she's a role model, this and third, but are we comparing her aligning or possibly aligning with TPUSA or Trump to her basically saying all them vile things about Cardi B's kid? Who gives a fuck if she likes Turning Point? Or who gives a fuck if she wants to be Republican? Why is like that the line? Like, I can't believe she did this. I think the more disgusting thing was when she actually got at Cardi B's kid. Yo, we still got to get to a place where we kind of accept black people sometimes could be on either side of the aisle politically. Who gives a fuck if she's at some Turning Point shit? Now, granted, is she there for the right reasons? Does she believe it? If she believes it, cool. If she doesn't believe it and she's just trying to get at Newsom and trying to get at, like, you know what I mean, all these other people who have used like her ops, quote unquote, Cardi and Meg's songs in their promos or campaigns. That to me is like odd and weird because like you're like jumping political to a political side just to get at somebody who isn't in politics, a rapper, right? But if she believes it, why are people acting like this is the worst thing ever?
That does that as well. They claim to be Christians and in step with Christ-like principles, yet they spew hatred, division, and lies. That's what Nicki Minaj is. She sat up there as a walking contradiction. Nothing Nicki Minaj did on that stage was of sound mind. It felt deranged at times. And I don't even know if she realizes that she's being used as a pawn or that she is a fool. She is propaganda, being used as propaganda to further their agenda. She won't be the first. She won't be the last.
Respectfully, and what I would say to Rachel Lindsay, I'm going to call a spade a spade. If you want to say that Nicki Minaj is being used as propaganda for that particular side, you should have the same opinion about Cardi B when Cardi B was seemingly being embraced by the Democrats. And I think Rachel Lindsay, who I believe is a former lawyer, you'd probably admit that Nicki Minaj's intellect as well as Cardi B's intellect, at least when it comes to in the political realm, are probably the same. They were both used as political propagandists or just really a pawn, right? So if you're going to don't only have the energy because Nicki isn't being used as a pawn for the side that you rock with. If you're saying that her being used as a pawn for the Republicans or TPUSA, you should also say Cardi B and even Meg Thee Stallion were being used as a pawn for Democrats. And if you keep that same energy, I agree with your point. Because I do think when they throw a rapper out there, like when Trump is like, here's my new friend, Lil Pimp, I get it. Trust me, I do. But you can't just have it for one side. So when Beyonce comes out and supports like Kamala Harris, is she not being used as a pawn, or is she really educated and smart and she knows what's right? Because a lot of times you guys phrase these conversations not off actual logic. It's right and wrong. And y'all put one side as this is the bad side and this is the good side. So if you do A for the bad side, if you do A for the good side, oh, that's great. You're doing your civil duty, your civil service or civic service. But if you do A for the bad side, you're now a really horrific human being. And that's just not how politics go. Like politics, you should be able to make a decision, and whatever suits you and suits your family and your household, and obviously the people you care about, that should be your choice. And if you want to support them by getting on stage or doing whatever, who cares? You get what I'm saying? Like I'll give you an example. Again, at least into this upcoming, or this election coming into this term for Trump. Obviously, people knew I supported Trump, right? Again, I'm not going to a rally and no shit like that. It's like, no. But I was rocking with him because I thought Sleepy Joe was just fucking senile. And Kamala, I just thought, I've never heard a thing from her until now. That was my opinion. Obviously, this is his last term. I'm going to have to figure out who else I'm going to vote for at another time. Who knows? He might be a Democrat, could be a Republican. Who cares? me and Cardi B, I remember we talked privately. Actually, we talked on the phone. And Cardi said something, and I actually thought it was really smart of her. Cardi was explaining to me for at least why she cares. And I hope Nicki could do the same too. Cardi was like, hey, listen, well, the reason why I'm rocking over here is because of A, B, C, and D. And she had some reasons, right? We didn't have a debate because it's not my job to debate or convince anyone, just like it's not her job. But what I did respect about our conversation, she admitted, she said, I know you kind of rock with Trump and stuff. And she made sure to say, the way I look at you and our relationship has nothing to do with your political views. And I said the same to her, right? It was like, hey, yeah, and I think that's how it should be. I'm not going to look at Cardi and be like, Cardi, you're a disgusting person, because no. And neither is she looking at me and saying, you're a disgusting person for liking. And this is what I think they're doing to Nicki. Like, they're granted, if we want to critique Nicki Minaj's behavior, Nicki Minaj has given us a plethora of samples of her behavior that you could critique in a vacuum. Her talking about somebody's kid, her doing that, her with Meg's, whatever. Cool, I get it. But to draw the line when she pops out politically is, to me, it says more about you than her. It says that you just don't like that she's over there with them, which I don't think really, I think Nicki she could make her own choice.
I could care less about Nicki Minaj going on it. The same way that you talk about, why do they think that we care about Bill Clinton so much?
Yeah.
I feel that same thing. We don't care at this point. Of course, there are the barbs out there who still support anything and try to justify anything that Nicki Minaj does. But we as a Black community are not listening to Nicki Minaj and saying, you know what, she's right. You know what? She's inspiring me to stop attacking little white girls, white children. She's really saying something up there that is really resonating with me and makes me look at myself in a different way as a Black person. Nicki Minaj does not have any influence, I feel, over the Black community in 2025.
Well, why talk about it? Why talk about it? Why is this the only clip from your show that is being clipped, that people are talking about? Yes, Nicki Minaj has some influence. Why talk about it?